Hey everybody, it's Fat Matt and Catie Cat, and we're about to chat.
On our video chat.
Our video chat. How are you, Catie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Did you get a new computer?
I didn't. Sure didn't. I have.
Really?
I'm ready to get the girl. It's a girlfriend of mine. We just haven't met up. I literally have not had time. Like one of my friends asked me to do something. I'm like, well, I'm free at the end of September for one day. I don't know what you want, Ruby. Because I haven't had time. I might see her this Wednesday. So, but this is my work computer. It's one more session on the work computer, and then hopefully I have my computer by then.
Okay.
But I have new Wi-Fi.
Nice.
I know.
That's great.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
Hopefully we have a better connection.
Yeah, I think it's a good connection. I got a new setup here that I'm rocking.
Yeah. You got a new computer.
Yeah, everything's kind of crazy. So last month I said, hey, next month we're going to be in the barn. I'm doing a tour. It's going to be great. It's going to be kick-ass. And then shortly after that, I got notified that this big old machine that's behind me was going to be delivered. And I wasn't going to be ready. So I spent the last month not getting the barn ready. I got the barn ready for the big machine. So that was the priority. So I ended up upgrading the computer, which is what we're using today. And then this is one computer, but I got two screens going because that screen is I use to run that machine, and then the machine that the screen that I'm looking at is the one I use for the old little machine, which is next to me. So
nice.
Yeah. So
but you're in the barn.
But I'm in the barn.
But you're in the barn.
Yeah. We did get a lot done. We did get a lot done. But this is the first time using, this computer, these screens, this camera.
Yeah.
And here's the fun thing. The microphone is here, there, but the speakers are there.
Are you getting
when you
speak, does it sound like you're delayed?
Yeah, well, I can hear me obviously because my mouth is right next to my ears, but to hear you, you're coming out of here.
That's really funny.
So I can barely hear you.
Oh.
So, trying to figure this stuff out, but
well, I can hear you perfectly fine.
It's been a busy month for not giving anything away. It sure was a busy month.
Yeah, speaking of giving things away, Tim Easton, sir, check your Facebook messages. Joyce Sackleh, ma'am, check your Facebook messages. Can't send you stuff if you don't respond to my message.
Yeah, and it's free.
And it's
free stuff.
Free stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't want it. Maybe they don't want it.
Yeah, like, don't send me anything. I don't want her to have my address.
Who knows? It's not that big of a deal.
Well, you could threaten them. You could be like, listen. No, you can't do that. If you don't give us your address, we're going to use your name and sign you up for all sorts of nasty things.
One time, one of my friends, Angie, signed me up for christianmingle.com.
Nice.
She's a terrible person.
She is.
I started getting phone calls wanting to confirm my profile. I'm like, what are you talking about? No.
I got you beat though. When I was a teenager, back before mobile phones and stuff, this girl gave me. I asked this girl for a number, and when I went home and dialed it, guess what it was?
What was it?
Dial a prayer.
Oh, well, that's really harsh.
Isn't that harsh?
Biatch.
Yeah.
I think Angie's was all in good fun. That was not in good fun.
No, it wasn't.
No, that's pretty terrible.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. It all worked out.
Yeah. So what have you been doing this past month? Like you got your machine. We kind of feel like it's been a minute.
It has been a minute. It's been a long minute.
Yeah. We had the holiday in there.
So yeah, I did a lot, but I can show you this. The walls behind me, where it looks,
Yep.
you know, it's like the white wall with the wood going up through it.
Yep.
Those are the doors and the peak to the barn. And if you look over there where the ladder is,
Yep.
that's the last corner of the barn that needs to get insulated.
Okay.
But the entire barn, as of this past month, has the walls insulated. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, well, it's we have air conditioning sorta, but if it all goes through the walls, it doesn't really work.
No, not so much. Well, it doesn't get that cold there.
What?
Does it get that cold there?
Cold for air conditioning?
No, for in the winter. Like,
no, I don't need the insulation for the winter at all.
Okay.
Like,
It's
I'll
just
have
to
the
keep
doors
the cold
open
in and
for
the
the
hot
winter.
out.
I still need air conditioning right now in September, okay? Because it was 92 today with like a humidity of 85%. I was sweating buckets in September. So I'm going to continue to sweat for the next 2.5 months. So the insulation is going to help. But, you know, February last year was amazing because I had these doors open and it was 60 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
And it was beautiful. So, yeah, I got a bug in the barn. Here's the fun thing. When I come out here to the barn at night with the lights on, the bugs find their way in.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to go through and find all the little places where the bugs are crawling in.
You need to get a bug light too.
Yeah, I'm going to get a bug zapper.
Yes.
I got a bug assault. I don't know where
is that the tennis racket thing that you can whack it with?
No.
Oh, it's not that. It's not that deep.
It's a gun, and it shoots, you load it with salt.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And you shoot salt. It's like a shotgun for insects. Yeah. Awesome. This thing is gonna buzz right by me. It's gonna be great.
Yep.
It's gonna be great. So hey, before I forget, years. So I wore my plaid shirt. Did I cut out?
I missed about half of that because it broke up.
Okay.
So you're wearing a plaid shirt because why?
Because my brother had a small stroke.
Okay.
But he retired from work, and when he was at work, he used to wear a plaid shirt to work every day for like 20 years.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah. Oh. So just shout out to my brother Bri. So
that's very cool.
I still got my red roof shirt on underneath.
Yep.
But, you know, but the
that's
plaid
cool.
shirt.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's retired now.
So he's got much better.
So he's doing good. He's retired.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's gonna work out. But also, I think last time we chatted, I was gonna go visit my mom for her birthday.
Yep.
And so I did, and I got to visit with my family, which was really cool because my brother retired, which was great. And my other brother, I'm looking the wrong way because I'm looking at you on the screen and the camera's there. And my other brother came in from California, and I got to see my sister too. And it was
good.
You know, them, I think post everybody being vaccinated. I think it's the first time I saw them. So that was pretty cool. You know, be able to give my siblings a hug was pretty cool. You know, it's been a long time.
Good. So, I'm glad you got to see everybody.
Yeah. And I did want to say hello to all the Van Overbeck's family up and around because they just lost their mom, my aunt. I just saw her 2 months ago, so I'm really fortunate that I got to see her. But it's really, really sad. I lost my Uncle Ed a few months back, and now she passed away as well. So.
Oh.
So I always think of him because he was a larger guy like me, and he always wore suspenders, and I wear suspenders just about every day. So when I put my suspenders on, I think about Uncle Ed. So
that's cool.
And he was very handy and did a lot of stuff in his barn, in his garage. So you know, think about him often. Yeah.
Good.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we did a lot this month. Got up to Michigan, got back, insulated walls. And check out the bullseye back there. Do you see that?
I do see the bullseye.
Yeah, Michelle painted that because she's an awesome painter.
Of course she is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the best one ever.
So she painted there. So, the expression in woodworking is measure twice, cut once. Well, in my shop, it's measure twice, cut once, use profanity, go punch the bag, measure again.
Got it.
Start over. Yeah.
I was saying, is there a punching bag by the bullseye? Okay.
Yeah. There's a punching bag in the middle of the bullseye.
Just checking.
Absolutely. Yeah. I always wanted to put one up at the restaurant when I worked at the restaurant.
Oh, that would have been used a lot.
I know, but two things it would have been good for. One, when people are aggravated, they could just go back and punch that bag, right?
Yep.
And then, a couple things actually. And then if they were aggravated with somebody else, they could go punch the bag instead of punching each other, right?
Which is a much better use of their energy.
Absolutely. But I wanted to use it for interviews.
Oh.
For cooks, like, hey, if you could punch that bag, 40 times in a minute, you're hired.
Perfect.
Because you got to be able to move your hands, right?
Absolutely. You got to be quick.
Right?
Lightning. Yeah.
If they're over there going.
Then you know that they're.
And you can't hire them. No.
Absolutely.
So Young Living.
Yeah. I haven't done much at all. I've been so busy. The most I've done, I've posted, I have actually made a conscious effort of posting some things on social media. So I'm trying to get back into my posting on social media. And this past weekend, I went camping with my family. And it's like the first full weekend off I've had where I wasn't going on vacation someplace or doing something. It was like the full weekend off where I actually got to spend time with my family, which was awesome. Like my son on Saturday goes, Mom, can I spend the night with Hayden? And I go, no, I took today off. I took the whole weekend off to camp when we were having family time, damn it. And you're going to like it.
You're going to like it.
You're like, every second of it.
Hey, didn't you go on a trip to Ohio too?
Yeah, I went to Hocking Hills in August with a bunch of friends. Being ridiculous people and having a lot of sodas and things like that. Actually, we went hiking a couple of days. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I would have never thought that was in Ohio. Like there's caves and like the forest and like it was just amazing and hills and like it was really cool in Ohio.
In Ohio, that's good.
In Ohio, Hocking Hills.
I can believe caves because pretty much if you're from Ohio, you're kind of a caveman. So.
Well, no, it was a lot of fun. So we did that in August. I got the kids ready for school. I have a sophomore now. He just turned 16. That's bizarre.
He's driving?
He has his permit. He won't have his official license until January.
Wow.
They have to wait 3 months after they turn 16. So January is when he can get his license, which is still crazy and bizarre. Some things happened with my daughter, which I probably shouldn't talk about because, it's a girl thing and she just probably doesn't want me to talk about it. But, my daughter is getting older.
Sure. Yeah.
That happened this summer.
Yeah.
So
great.
I feel really old. My kids keep getting older. And I'm like, geez, oh, Pete. So, but she started middle school and it's new for her. So she actually has to like switch classes and like keeping track of her homework. I'm like, babe, this is not elementary school anymore. Your teachers are not going to hold your hand. You have got to write down your assignments. When you have a missing assignment, it's late. You've already lost half your grade. So,
right.
Yeah, and that's what we did in August, like preparing for all that. And then school starting and then football, and Keegan has football team meals every Thursday that we have to bring a meal, a main dish and a side dish. I'm like, geez, OP people. Yeah, it's like not everybody's a stay-at-home mom. I work 2 jobs.
Right? 3 jobs.
Yeah, Young Living's. Yeah, Young Living's my third. But I don't feel like Young Living's a job. Young Living just happens when it happens. Like, I did some education on, I actually started getting back involved with my oil group. So we have like these private oil groups where we educate. And if you have questions, it's like a safe place to ask questions. And, it's just a bunch of like-minded people. And so I actually I posted something in the group and I'm like, oh gosh, I haven't done this in forever. So I'm starting to get back into the group again. And I posted a hack on how to use lemon oil. So I cleaned out my junk drawer. So I used my birthday money to buy drawer organizations for my junk drawer.
Wow.
That's where I'm at in life. I know, living the high life. And when I cleaned it all out, there was a whole bunch of like rubbed in pencil shavings, like from the kids, like pencil sharpeners breaking and like all that stuff. And so like the pencil like just got rubbed into the wood and it wasn't coming out with my thieves cleaner. And so I took lemon oil, I did a few drops and it just came right up.
Nice.
I barely had a rub. It was literally, I just wiped it up and I cleaned my whole drawer with lemon oil. So it's kind of cool. And it smells good.
And that's lemon oil is good for the wood, and it also it's like a insect deterrent too, isn't it?
So hopefully it helps get rid of the spiders that are going to eventually find their way into my home when it gets colder outside. So I don't know. I saw 2 baby spiders over by my windowsill the other day. I go, babe, I have to make a thing. So my thing is vinegar. I use my Thieves dish soap with peppermint and I spray it all around the edge of my house. And I'm not kidding you. No ants. I don't see spiders, but you have to do it a couple times a week and then you don't have to do it for a while. They like need to know that can't go in here.
Okay, so we're gonna need that recipe. So email it to me and I'll put it on the screen for everybody to see because it is spider season in Tennessee for sure.
Yeah.
We have trees, and I'm sure a lot of people have trees.
Yeah.
But we have.
Do you have big trees?
we have spiders. Just it's crazy. We go out in the morning, and now when we walk the dogs, we go by the trees. You got to take like a stick, and it's like a web stick to get all the webs off the trees as you're walking. Because spider web in your hair is bad enough.
No.
Spider web in your glasses and in your beard is so gross.
We had a spider this past month. I found it one weekend. I saw it and I was at home by myself and the spider had built, I'm not kidding you, this web was like enormous. And I was like, and it was on my back patio and it was like, did it between these 2 poles where I have lights hanging.
Oh yeah.
I like went inside, I go, ew, and it was huge. Like the body of it was like this big. And then in the morning it was gone. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then the next night the web was back. And then the next morning it was gone. And then the next night the web was back. The spider built a brand new web every single night. And
absolutely.
I began to appreciate the spider. I'm like, well, good for you, man. Way to get it.
I mean, they are very they're busy spiders and
kill a lot of bugs.
You knock them down as you're walking through the forest or the trail with the dog.
Yeah.
You go back at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and they're back.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just like knock a web down once. No. And I can tell you, our fence, we've got like a white picket fence.
With your trees.
And right now, every 8 feet, every post, it's like a country fence where it's just, a post and then there's just 3 white rails. Mm-hmm. Every single post has at least 1 spider web. And a lot of them have 4 between all the different runners.
Oh, God. Are they big? I'm sure they're big too because they don't die. They like hibernate in the winter.
Yeah, they're all over. It is definitely spider season. I saw 2 today. I don't know if you know this, but my friends on Facebook, I have a group called Tennessee Creature of the Day.
I think you told me about this one.
And today I got 2 daddy long legs that I'll be posting that were about that big around, right next to each other. So, and they're making their webs outside my door to the barn. So every time I go in and out of the barn, I gotta,
Do long legs make webs?
Yeah, I don't know. I know I got webs outside the barn. I know those were outside. I don't know. I haven't seen the spiders that make the webs by the door, and I've seen those spiders by the door. So I might have multiple spiders vying for territory. I don't know.
I think you do. I feel like daddy long legs like find a hole or a dark place, and that's where they hide out. I'm going to send you a video. It's this guy who pulls over. I think he's in like Tennessee, Georgia, something like that. And he's literally underneath like this ledge. He like pulls all these daddy long legs out and they just crawl all over him. Yeah.
Why would you send that to me?
Because I think that you would enjoy it.
Okay, So
you would. Because if I have to see it, then everybody has to see it.
It's you just get great transition. It's September.
Yes.
And it's fall.
It
so
is.
What's great about Young Living for fall?
Oh, this is my favorite diffuser time. This is when you get to do the thieves and the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the ginger and with the orange, and you can make pumpkin pie smells, and it's so much better for you than a candle. So this is my favorite time for all that. Ooh, and you can make homemade apple cider with like cinnamon and maybe add a little bit of rum chata or something to it.
Nice.
So September also means it's getting closer to October.
Right.
And I've already bought my Halloween costume.
That's perfect. So you were talking about spiders, and I'm thinking about Halloween. Like that's the only time I like spiders Halloween. Is when they're fake and it's Halloween, right?
Yeah. I'm dressing my dog up as a spider.
Are you really?
Sure.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
So fall is my favorite time for the oils because I love all the warm, spicy scents. So I'm excited about getting some diffuser recipes. And I just ordered a bunch of cards. Actually, they look like this. Hang on. Ugh. So these are like little cards that I send out to some of my team, like make and take ideas, things like that. And I have some for the fall, and it's like fall diffuser recipes and stuff that I send out to some people on my team. So get everybody excited about the upcoming season.
Awesome.
Yeah. So what are you doing for September?
Well, August was supposed to be work on the inside of the barn, and I was inside the barn, but I also started helping a friend with a who's rehabbing a house. I'm putting my hat on. Sorry.
There you go.
I got sick of looking at my bald head in the camera. So, so I've been helping a friend who's rehabbing a house in our.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. So I went over there and did a lot of the trim carpentry, and then Michelle and I went over there and we did all the painting. So we painted all the trim, painted the walls, tried to help out a little bit with some electrical and construction stuff. And then I'm going back out there to do some cleaning tomorrow. And then Michelle's going to go back out when we're finished to do all the touch-ups on the painting. So nice. We did all that. So we're a little in the weeds with the barn project, but then September we're working on our cabin, getting that all set up. So we did get some things for the cabin.
Yes.
A lot going on. We have a show coming up here. We've got the Bacon Festival. I
remember you told me about the Bacon Festival.
Yeah. September 25th, I believe, is the Bacon Festival craft fair up in Cookville. So that'll be great. Nice. And then we're doing a pumpkin festival. I think that's in Smithville in October.
All these fun things.
There's pumpkin festivals all over right now.
Love
we can't hit them all, but so we're going to be working on some Halloween projects, doing some big pallet pumpkins and things of that nature. But also September is when I got to get my product figured out for what we're going to make for Christmas, so that I can show people in October. So hopefully they can order it in November, so I can ship it in December.
Yes.
So Michelle and I are gonna go through and pick probably 6 different things that we want to manufacture, make, produce, create, whatever you want to call it, for Christmas, and then put those out there, in October, even though it'll be Halloween season, to show people
start buying. Hey,
this is all handcrafted, and if you want handcrafted things, you gotta, give us some time. We're not the best at, last minute gifts, but of course, if we do these 6 things, we'll make enough of them so where we will hopefully still have some for people in December who pick last minute items. So
awesome.
We got a lot going on. I also ordered some metal for the barn, for the outside of the barn. I'm going to be putting an awning on one side and part of a carport on the other, so that I can bring materials in to the barn and not outside the barn and not have them in the barn.
Nice.
So some things that I'm storing, because it's not up north and it's not cold, I can store some things under a carport instead of having to have it inside, because it's not going to freeze. So
that's nice.
Some of the bins, I have bins of stuff, bins of hardware and things like that I'll probably be able to store outside, and some of the wood too. I'll be able to store outside, especially wood that's green and needs to season for a couple years. I'll be putting that under there. So We have a lot going on, working on the cabin, finishing up inside the barn. Now we're working on the outside of the barn.
Yep.
Making things for the fall and getting ready to make things for December and the holidays. So busy December.
Lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on.
Yep. And how's the puppy?
The puppy is getting big. The puppy today, we weighed her. She is 68 pounds.
Oh my gosh. 68 pounds. And how many months is she now?
6 months.
Oh my God. She's going to be a big girl.
She's going to be a big girl. She's already pretty thick. She's already pretty thick.
Yeah.
She's now furry, fluffy, and now she's a little thick. So
she's so cute though.
She's adorable. And she has the biggest attitude. I've never had a puppy who'll just be like in the middle of the room, look at you. And just like, what? I can't look at you? Like, she just look at you just for no reason, just give you a yap. Like, hey, what are you doing over there? It's about me, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, did you forget you have a puppy in the room? Because I'm here and I need your attention at all times.
That's really funny.
Even though it's a puppy,
maybe she hears something.
Yeah. She does. And well, now she we're trying to teach her like how to, you know, we put bells on the door, you know, before we came home. So every now and then she'll go ring the bell, but usually she'll just come over to me and be like, I'm supposed to know if that's water, food, gotta go out. You know, it's basically give her attention.
Which one? Yeah.
And then she'll let you know what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
She's a little bit of a diva. It's okay.
She's way a diva. She's got the eye roll down. She looks at you sideways. You know, she's so awesome.
That's fun. That's cool.
And she loves the other two dogs. Magnus, you know, puts up with her. Milo's the best with her.
Yeah.
He lets her beat up on him for a while. Then he kicks her ass a little bit. And then he lays down and he lets her like use him as a pillow.
Aw.
Super cute. Yeah.
Super cute.
So
super cute.
First time we've had dogs that act like they love each other, you know, at times. And fight and love each other. Like Magnus and Miranda, the closest they ever got would be like laying next to each other. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, you're cool. It's all right. You know what I mean? But
like we're here together.
These two actually like cuddle with each other. It's hilarious.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's
cute. Fun.
That's cute. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So they're doing good. Yep. Oh, we did some yard work, you know, because we got, you know, a couple acres of trees that need to be trimmed and all that kind of stuff. We still have leaves from last year, and we're starting to get some leaves this year. So we're in the weeds with leaves.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm already getting my fresh.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, so
and I'm over here wearing sweatshirts.
Yeah.
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 Fine.
It's so
Even though
hot.
It's hot this week. I'm not gonna lie. It was hot. It's going to be hot this week. This weekend was spectacular. Got down in the 60s and we went camping and sleeping in that weather. Amazing. It was so good. Waking up.
So we have
chilly. And
we have two beautiful spots on our property for camping.
You do.
If people want to visit, they can camp here.
I am telling you this. So for spring break, my husband and I have decided we're going to take the kids down to Florida. My son wants to see the beach. He doesn't remember being at the ocean. We used to live in North Carolina, but he doesn't remember it. But he wants to go to the beach. He wants to hang out at the beach. He wants to swim in the ocean. He wants to do the whole thing. So we're going to Florida, but Keegan has expressed interest. He wants to go to the mountains. He wants to go through the caves. He wants to do all those things. Might be like a fall vacation.
Come on down.
Vacation. Yeah. But it gets a little bit cooler down there and it's not 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people who are viewing, you know, I do have a spot you can put a tent or a camper, you know.
Yeah. Well, isn't that what your cabin's gonna end up being? Are you gonna like rent it out? You're not going to? I thought you were talking about it.
We were thinking, we have a beautiful spot that we put a little cabin on it. We have a third entrance, and it'd be a great spot for Airbnb. But in order to be an Airbnb, you have to have running water, electricity, sewage. So, you know, and all we had was like 4 walls and a roof.
Yeah.
So rustic cabin can't go on Airbnb.
Really?
So,
that's interesting.
So,
I bet you could find some other place that you could put it on though.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So we're using it as our Red Roof Creations storage, but it's also going to be our store and our store, showroom, selling point. So we're going to start doing this, if not September, then October, we're going to have our first yard sale. And that's what we're going to do. We'll do a yard sale in front of the cabin and then have the cabin open. So as you're looking through all our garbage that we're trying to get rid of, then you can look inside the cabin and see what we actually make and produce.
Which
and then,
is nice.
You know, have that open and do that. We want to do that once a month, like either first Saturday or second Saturday of the month, every month.
You should call them sip-in shops. You should get beer from your favorite brewery bar place that you guys like to get, right? And call the sip-in shop, and they can sip while they shop.
I love that. That's so smart.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Happy Trails and see if they'll do that.
Happy Trails, that's what it is. I don't even know why I didn't know that. I knew that.
One of the things that they do up at Happy Trails that's really annoying is karaoke. And
karaoke?
Yeah, and I can't stand karaoke, but you love it. You and your buddy Cam.
I do love it.
So here's my thing is, I asked you to like maybe sing a tune for the Fat Mad Catie Cat show, and I got nothing.
Nothing.
So here we are. I asked our viewers, Mom, Ricky, and anybody else who's watching.
Maybe my husband, we'll see.
Right. Let us know what you think Catie should sing as a theme song for the Fat Mad Catie Cat.
Matt sent me some. He was like, the Fat Mad and Catie show. Like,
absolutely.
Like, I don't know. It needs to be something like good for us. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not good at creating. I'm great at you telling me what to do.
Every time that I started to try and do something like to write it for you to sing, it was like so derivative. It was like, here's the story of a fat man, you know, like the Brady Bunch theme. And, you know, like I just kept thinking different themes. I couldn't think of anything original, you know.
I know, so that's my issue. I can't think of anything original.
So and I'm like,
I was like, I could try to Google some ideas, but then I'm stealing something from somebody else.
Right. So I don't know.
Send us some ideas. Yep, send us some ideas. Give us some ideas on what we can use. We got to wrap it up here, or else we're going to talk.
Yeah, and Katie's going to sing it. So
I am.
So give us some ideas for a Fat Mad Catie Cat song, theme song, intro, and Katie's going to sing it for us next month live.
I am.
That's our contest.
I will. I promise. I will. Totally sing. Okay. That's
Is that all for this month?
Huh?
Are we done?
I think so. I think we nailed it on the head.
Okay. Well, it's great chatting. How is your podcast going?
I haven't had time.
Okay, great.
Matt?
I thought we could advertise for it.
No. You can go watch the first 4 episodes that we've done, but we have not created new ones yet.
Okay.
Both of us have been so busy, and we haven't been able to nail down time.
If you haven't listened to Help Us on the Way yet, there's still 4 great episodes out there. So go ahead and listen to those.
Yep.
And then Katie and Cam are going to be working on those.
Yep. And we already have a whole bunch of questions.
Awesome. And next month, we'll show you another corner of the barn.
And maybe you can see the other side of the wall where I'm going to hang baskets that are going to be really pretty over here.
Perfect.
You can't see that side. This side you can.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Everybody, thanks for viewing. We'll see you next time.
See you later, everybody. See you later, alligator.